I'm tuning the ultimate V8 family sedan.
Dude, this is another tuner's company. We gotta hide that.
It is an E39 M5. If it was early 2000s, you had one of these, and this is your family sedan, you'd be the man. The car has carbon fiber intake, some sort of free-flowing exhaust, and better than anything else, it has a factory V8 motor. S62, they make like 350 horsepower, which is nothing too crazy for a V8, but the sound, the revs, makes it all worth it. Hello? That one didn't come back down. Can you help him? I'm just scared my press gears to go further. Oh no! Like any other car, we start off with connecting the ECU, same way a customer would using our RK Tune software. You always want to check code, then read the ECU out using the fast read option. You can't read it, it's tuned by somebody else. Probably trash. Probably gonna make it like 1,000 million trillion times better, obviously. But we're gonna run the car like it is, see how much power it makes, flash to a stock tune, see how much power it makes, and put our tune, see how much power it makes, and see if we can get as much power as possible. And the guy wants pops, bang, flames. So we're gonna pop, bang, flames. It's a good sounding car. Just V8 these little. Imagine this with some pops and bangs. This shirt's a lie. This says Anti-Verbal Tune Association. I'm part of the Pro-Verbal Tune Association, in case you guys are wondering.
Mommy, Daddy.
Huck it, let it be.
So a car like this does not have a wideband, so we always need to plug in a wideband to exhaust and to cigarette lighter. BMW cigarette lighters are literally less reliable than your parents' relationship. We did 2 or 3 back-to-back pulls. The limiter is like violent, right? Baseline this car makes on the other tune is 379 wheel horsepower, 363 wheel torque. To be honest with you, really, really good. I hope I can beat that with my tuning. This is already up there. These cars are getting rated at 350-ish maybe at the crank. I'll just, that way I sound like I know that I look like I know what I'm doing. There's me looking up power figures. This car is rated at 394 horsepower from the factory. That's at the crank. They usually make 350 at the tire, so 379 is actually really, really good. So it seems like his mods are working. The tune on there that it came up with, it seems like it's working. I hope I can do better. I hope what I do right now, the car's gonna start. The car's tuned by somebody else currently, so I have to flash the stock. Sometimes a partial tune is good enough, sometimes it's not. It's a good day. We really gotta go deal with this delivery guy though, but he can wait, right? Yeah. Fuck that guy. This is 100% stock tuner, see what it does. For stock power numbers is really, really hard because this car actually flashes stock. The car is actually already set for Alpha N. Has no match to intake tubing, so unfortunately I can't get a solid baseline. The best I can do is go based on their tune, and then I fully tune it and see how much more I make. Whereas an Alpha N tune right off the rip compared to stock typically adds 15, 20 wheel just making the car Alpha N. So I can't see that portion of the gain. I can only see my tune versus competitor X's tune. I'm about to make the most fire tune any E39 M5 has ever seen. What's for dinner, dude? What should I eat today? Hang on. Hang on. I gotta adjust some things. Fuck my life, bro. Oh, it's gonna take more than a few minutes. Try another wideband sensor? Sure. I think it's not reading right. It randomly, when the car goes a hair rich, cuts out, and this shows me nothing. So I pull that hair more fuel, does the same thing. I'm a little worried to keep going, so I'm gonna throw in a new wideband O2 sensor in the tailpipe and see if it fixes it. Hey, the fucking wideband was bad. Moisture kills them. So on the dyno, if you don't let the cars warm up completely, you drive the car normally, there's moisture in your exhaust and it hits in the back. If you ever turn a car on and like you see the steam, where you rev it a little bit when it's a little cold and there's moisture, in the back it takes way longer. I did have Petey here behind the camera test if there was water coming out. He probably did a poor job or something because there's probably still water coming out. I don't know. False. False. Okay, answer's probably not, but it's fine. RK Tunes. I can't fix that. I can only do tuning. Thank you. Bye. It's so weird how this works. I'm a little confused, John.
I'm
a little confused as well.
I'm really a little bit unhappy right now. I've spent probably many hours, and I make a change to this ECU, it doesn't change. Car runs a little weird, runs rich, runs shitty. Couldn't figure it out. Hit my buddy Alex Fuller, super smart ECU guy. There's some weird change that this tuning company does. Everything's sort of moved and doesn't run right. Makes sense as to why it didn't run right. I'm gonna now do a full software update, and then hopefully now the tuning will commence. Well, let's go, we're back, baby. I just put a file in it, made it alpha N, and it works. What a but yeah, right off the rip, I mean, it made 367 wheel horsepower, but I stopped early. Car's hair lean, I want to adjust it a little bit. Dude, whoever did that to the ECU, dude, to hide what they do, what a piece of shit they are. That doesn't even stop anyone from stealing your tune. It just makes it someone else tries to tune it, you're fucked. Oh man, I'm not happy right now, but it's... Sounds great, runs pretty great. While we have files we sent down, they work great. I mean, this tune made 377 wheel horsepower with no revisions. Because the car is in person here, I'm gonna get to tweak the tune and just perfect it all. So right now, it's a hair richer than I want in the high RPMs. I'm gonna pull that out, and also it's not pulling any timing. All that's good. I'm gonna add a degree or two of timing across the board, see if it makes any more power. I can't believe my video guy let me record with no hat on, dude. I can't believe I walk around like that in public. That limiter though is so violent, right? So that little change added 5 wheel horsepower. I'm gonna adjust again, see if we get more out of it. Are we ready? So my base tune makes 385 wheel horsepower, 373 torque. It's pretty good. Gains wise, I was not sure what I was gonna get in the first place. Everything looks pretty good. We're gonna tweak it now. It might take a little bit of time, but we're gonna see how much more we can make. But I made across the board to make 6 wheel horsepower, similar wheel torque over another tune's really good. So if our tune makes 6 more than theirs from the start, it's already a better tune. The car's also probably hot. We've been doing this now, back to back to back to back to back. It just makes so much power. This V8 car, I wish I could dyno it stock, but obviously I couldn't. They make like 340, 330, 340, 350 stock. Wow, 392 horsepower, that's crazy. I feel so safe and secure thanks to these LZ MFG straps. Well, I mentioned earlier, I'm not part of the anti-burble association. I am pro-burble. That's why this guy requested burble. It's only if you want it, if you like it. He requested burble. So this button, sport mode. Equal burble. Okay, no fireballs, just burble. He wants burble. He's a nice guy in his family sedan. Just a little burble on sport mode. But if you say fireballs, I'm gonna give him fireballs. Don't worry, boys, girls. 392 wheel horsepower, 383 wheel torque is where we're gonna leave it. That's 20 foot-pounds torque, 13 wheel horsepower over the other tune. It might not sound like a lot, 12 horsepower, but when you already have a tune that you're making 12 horsepower more, it's a really big difference. And it makes power everywhere. So this is probably one of the higher S62 motors I've done. I'm beyond happy. So we actually offer a ton of tunes for a bunch of different cars. If you go to arcadetunes.com, you can check it out, see if we have a tune for your car. We don't just do it here in the dyno. We actually mail out tunes to people all over the world all the time.
Why don't you just say goodbye?
Goodbye.